Hey guys, this is Cameron with Gone Catching Guide Service and Addicted Fishing, and in this series of tutorials we're going to be talking about 3 of ProCure's egg curing products. First being the wet brine, which is the simplest, easiest way to get a great consistent egg for those guys out there that are just getting into egg cure. Second, we're going to be talking about ProCure's Red Hot Double Stuff, which is the tried and true formula that they've been using for years for catching salmon in the Northwest. And ProCure's newest Fuse Egg Cure, which has only been out about a year, but I can tell you what, I've been adding this to my arsenal and I know I'm getting more strikes and catching more fish because of it. So stay tuned. Now on the river today I caught a nice coho salmon, and right when I caught it, I bled the fish out, put the fish on ice. I went home and removed the eggs, and so I've got the full skeins here, but I still have a little bit of blood left over in there. I don't want to rinse the eggs in fresh water or river water, but what I'll do is I'll take my scissors and snip out a couple of the ends of this blood vein here, and then take a paper towel and try to work some of that blood out of the skein. As you can see there, I got most of the blood out. See it moving there? And I'm just gonna wipe the eggs down and get them ready to butterfly. Now that I've removed most of the blood from my eggs, I've patted them down, I've gotten them ready, but I'm gonna butterfly these eggs open so the cure can penetrate inside all the individual eggs located inside the membrane. Most of your skeins are gonna have membrane on 3 sides of the eggs, and so what I'll do is I'll take my scissors, and on this open side of the skein, I'm gonna reach down and cut into the skein, and what that does is that opens up the middle. And once I do that, I'll take the skein, the whole skein, and cut it in half just so I get more manageable pieces. Now that I have my skeins butterflied open, I'm going to take my container and add the skeins into that, and then I'm going to fill it with the liquid egg cure. Now before I do that, whatever color I decide, they have red hot, pink, and a bright flame orange. I'm going to make sure that I've mixed it up because some of the ingredients will settle down to the bottom. So I'm going to want to make sure that I've got that good and mixed up. Once I do, I'm going to take my stuff here and add it to my eggs. Now what I'm looking for is just enough brine to where the eggs start to float up off the bottom of the container. Once I do that, I know I've got enough brine in the container, and I'm going to close the lid. And depending on what I'm going to fish for with these eggs, I'm either going to let this sit in the brine for 4 hours for steelhead or 8 hours for salmon. Alright guys, so I've let these cure for about 4 hours, and I'm going to use these for steelhead, so I'm going to pull the extra brine off them a little bit early. So what I'm going to do is take the brine and just dump out just the excess. And now if I got a colander or something like that, I can let them strain for a little while. But depending on what type of egg I'm gonna want, if I want a tougher egg, I'm gonna let them air dry in a cool place a little bit longer than if I want a wet egg, which that's pretty much what I'm gonna do here. Just drain that off. And as you can see, I've got a vibrant, beautiful red egg. And now, I'm gonna put that in the freezer to use at a later date. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in for the wet brine. And in the second part of the series, we're going to be talking about using the tried and true ProCure Red Hot Double Stuff. So be sure to like, subscribe, and tell us what you guys think in the comments. If you like these videos or you want to see more egg curing videos, we'll see you guys on the water.